Yeah, pause YouTube. 6-Foot Hacks here. Got for you guys today the team building video for week 7 of the second season of the UCL. If you may have missed last week's battle, we did face Num Nexus. We did lose to him season 1. See if we were able to beat him this season, or maybe we suffered another loss. So yeah, check that out after this video, or come back to this one. Watch that one to come back to this one is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, just watch both. Why don't you just do it? Come on, do it. No. But yeah. Oh, I think I'm getting sick because Javier's sick and Laura got sick, and I've had a stuffy nose. So if I cough a bit, if I cough more than usual, I'm sorry. But this week we are facing the one and only, the King Nappy the Great, Nappy Boy 92, Nappy, yeah. We did unfortunately lose to him last season as well, and that was because of my unexperiencedness. Yeah, that's the word, unexperienced. English isn't my first language. Unexperienced, unexperienced. I was not experienced enough to Wi-Fi, and because I mainly played Showdown, I made the correct play if we were on Showdown, because there's not a timer on Showdown. But unfortunately on Wi-Fi, I lunar danced when there was like 30 seconds left, I think. Because I was like, I can just lunar dance my milk tank, I think, and I can win. Which on Wi-Fi, that was the correct, not on Wi-Fi, but on Showdown, that would have been the correct play. Unfortunately, it was Wi-Fi. He ended up with more Pokemon in the end, and he got the W. So, this season, much like last week's battle, I'm looking for a little bit of revenge. Of course, that is not the main motive. It would be nice to win. But yeah, we are facing Nappy, the coach of the Tucson Terrakions. I think he is also oh no, well, I guess this will spoil the Num Nexus match, but he is also 5-1 like we are. So much like last week, we are fighting to keep our one loss intact, and it still bothers me that we could be undefeated. We could be the only undefeated team right now in the league if I had not got crit by Luke, or if I had just switched out. Durham Druddigons shirts, hopefully they will be up by the time this goes up, or they will be up by the time the UCL match goes up, because someone's in the process of helping me, but they haven't got back to me. So if things don't go great, or if things don't go as planned, then I'll probably make another campaign and mention it in the actual UCL match against Nappy, and then you guys can check them out and get them if you would like. But yeah, I think that is all I have to say. Let's actually get into this. It's 3.5 minutes. I doubt any of you really listen to me ramble. I don't know if you do. I don't know why you do. But yeah, you guys have really been enjoying the way I've been doing the team building, where I show my team and then I show what I think my opponent's gonna bring, because I gives you guys more detail of how I'm thinking and like what I'm expecting and how I'm gonna deal with this certain set, or if it doesn't have this certain move. And I think a lot of you guys really do like that. So thank you all for enjoying the content. Leave a like, of course. Leave a comment if you think we can win. What would you have brought potentially against Nappy? And just, yeah, looking at Nappy's team, it's annoying, honestly. Nappy's team is more annoying than threatening once you really look at it, because unlike every other team before this match, I've been about 80 to 90% sure on the like 6 Pokemon that I think they're gonna bring, like the exact 5 or 6 Pokemon I think they're gonna bring. And when it comes to Nappy's team, he has things he can bring against us, but if he doesn't bring one thing to stop another Mon, then that Mon just plows through his team. if you get what I mean. That's kind of like a little short summary of what basically my thought process is going. Well, that's like a little 1 cent summary of what my thought process is going into this game. But of course, I'll explain that more as the video goes along, for those of you who are new. So, yeah, Nappy's team is just, it's really annoying. It's not threatening, it's really annoying. Speaking of threatening, there's actually one Pokemon on Nappy's team that I am absolutely terrified of. But Ellis, of course, being the assistant coach of ours, helps us with the teams. Ellis doesn't think that Ambipom is a problem at all, as you will see from what we will be bringing, and I'll get into that right now. So, as you can see, this is the 6 Mons. These are the 6 Mons that, again, English is my first language. These are the 6 Mons that we will be bringing to this week's UCL match. Of course, we got the one and only, the mascot himself, the man that put in nothing but the work against Nexus, Mr. Horsepower. Horsepower. Say it with me, guys. Horsepower. Terrakion. Oh my, Terrakion has been absolutely amazing this season. Like, I did not think I would end up liking Terrakion that much, but oh my lord, at level 50, nothing switches in to this monster. Look at Nappy's draft, and look at my Terrakion. What comes to mind? Everything dies. We have Stone Edge and Iron Head for Gardevoir. We got Stone Edge and even Close Combat for Thundurus. We got Stone Edge for Dragonite. We got Stone Edge Close Combat for Rotom. We got Earthquake Close Combat for Empoleon. We got Aerial Ace Close Combat for Chestnut. Ambipom can outspeed us, and that's why I'm pretty sure he's going to bring it, but I'll get into that after I do this quick little run through. We got Close Combat, Stone Edge, and Earthquake for the Drapion. He's not going to bring Glade. I'm not worried about that. Omastar, we got even Stone Edge, Close Combat, Stone Edge. You get the point. And then he actually originally he had a Golurk. Now if he had kept Golurk and he hadn't traded it to who did he trade it to? I think he traded it to David for Gastrodon. Golurk he probably would have brought Golurk because it's the only thing on his team literally that 100% just counters Terrakion. But he does not have it anymore, and he does have Gastrodon, so if I forget to change out Golurk, that should be a Gastrodon. But Gastrodon just gets destroyed by Close Combat, and then Pinsir, I don't think he's gonna bring Pinsir. I guess maybe a Scarf Pinsir? I guess that would be a thing, but I mean, I have a Registeel and a Clefable. Pinsir's not a problem, it's just gonna die. But you basically get what I'm saying. Like, Terrakion just absolutely destroys Nappy's draft. And it's just kind of ironic that it's his mascot. But yeah, I've really been loving Terrakion in League format or in the UCL so far. Aerial Ace, of course, is just mainly for Chestnut. That's literally the only reason why we have it. Because after Swords Dance, we actually do have a 93% chance to OHKO Max Defense, Max HP Chestnut. And here is what I think he's gonna bring. Like I said, Ambipom is a huge threat. Chestnut, there is a chance he could bring Belly Drum Chestnut. That was something that Ellis thought up of, and then we changed the team accordingly to maybe deal with the potential Belly Drum Chestnut. But here are a combination of the mons that I think he's going to want to bring. The 3 that I'm really sure he's not going to bring are Pinsir, Omastar, and Glade. Those 3 I'm like 90% positive he's not going to bring. It's these 6, Gastrodon, and Dragonite, I think, right? Yeah, Dragonite, that I don't know if he's going to want to bring or not. Or Drapion, actually, no. I'm pretty sure he's not going to want to bring a Dragonite and Thundurus. So Thundurus, I mean, like, this is going to be either Dragonite or Thundurus, I want to say. Because if he has both, then if he gets rid of Chestnut, then Terrakion just nukes him regardless. If he doesn't bring Rotom, Victini destroys him. If he doesn't bring his own Thundurus, then we don't have to worry about him Volt Switching for free. Empoleon, if he doesn't bring Empoleon, he doesn't bring Hazard removal, and he doesn't bring Hazards. So that's like a huge, that's what Nexus did. He didn't bring hazards against us, and he didn't bring hazard removal, and that gave us a humongous advantage in that battle, and we were able to win because of it. So if he doesn't want to bring Empoleon, which unfortunately for Nappy I think is like, okay, minus Omastar, Empoleon is literally his only Stealth Rocker, and it's his only form of hazard removal throughout his whole draft. So if he doesn't bring this, then hey, please, by all means, I would love to keep my Stealth Rocks up for the whole match. Like, thank you so much. Ambipom, this is the only Pokemon that he has that outspeeds Terrakion, and the ironic thing is that with this thing's move pool, it can probably just destroy this team. This can get C-Bomb or low kick, C-Bomb, return, I guess. Gunk Shot would kind of hurt. I mean, return wouldn't be too bad because we will rack up Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet, so hint on that. Clefable gets Gunk Shotted and dies. It does 83 min to our Clefable spread, so that's terrifying, and then Vicente gets outsped and could just die. Why I'm pretty sure he's going to have Pursuit is because, of course, we do have Victini. If he doesn't bring Drapion, then he could easily have Pursuit on Ambipom, and I'm pretty sure that it's also boosted by Technicians, so I think Victini does actually get KO'd after Rocks and me trying to switch out, so I'm gonna have to watch out for that. The positives of this though is that he may not have knockoff, or he could have knockoff over Pursuit, which is fine. I really want to say he's gonna have these 3 moves, and then he could go like Fake Out or U-turn or Pursuit or knockoff. I really have to find out what this Ambipom's full set is in this match, so I know how to deal with it, because like I said, it is a huge threat, and the only mod on his team that outspeeds Terrakion, which is why I'm pretty positive he is going to want to bring it. And even Jolly is just a really huge nuisance, and if he is scared of Terrakion, then he could easily bring a Scarf Thundurus, which is why this is Scarf. This is what I'm pretty sure his set will be if he is Scarf, because Terrakion again just outspeeds his whole draft and destroys it with its stab and with Aerial Ace. Stone Edge I think actually even 2 KOs, or is a roll to 2 KO, max defense, max HP, Gardevoir with Muscle Band after Rocks. Like, we don't have to go Choice Band, we don't have to go Life Orb. Expert Belt really wouldn't help us too much, I guess. Maybe if we had Iron Head as opposed to Swords Dance. Swords Dance is mainly for when he wants to lock himself into a move with whatever Scarfer he wants to bring. If he doesn't bring a Scarfer and Ambipom, that is actually a humongously good thing for us. Like, the fact that we won't have to deal with a Scarfer and Ambipom means that Terrakion will just be that much more of a threat. Or he could just bring a Scarfer and not even bring Ambipom, because he could expect us to bring Druddigon. And Druddigon is literally just on the team for Ambipom, but will hopefully still pull its weight. But yeah, that's the Terrakion spread. Nothing, not too much to say. Enough speed to outspeed Max Speed, Timid, Thundurus, Therian, or I guess he could bring a mixed one, or he could try maybe Agility, Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot, Thundurus T would be a little scary late game if we lose Terrakion, but I don't really think he's gonna want to bring that. But yeah, if he doesn't have a Scarfer and Ambipom, then that means we will just be in a great scenario in the match, because him only having one way to stop Terrakion just means that as soon as that one way is gone, guess who's running through his team? And then even if he does have a Scarfer and Ambipom, that just means Thundurus isn't an issue, or potentially Rotom could be Scarfed. But I'm pretty sure he's going to want to bring Spadef, Bulky, Rotom, so this last move could potentially just be Pain Split, in which case Blue Flare is unfortunately, I think, a 4-hit KO, but we'll get more into that when I get into Victini. So moving down the line, we have Bruno here, the Registeel. No real speed, just because we do want to be as Spadef bulky as possible to be able to take hits from Gardevoir, which Gardevoir is a bit of a threat, but the good thing about Gardevoir is that if he doesn't have a Pursuit Trapper, this has to be the set he's going to want to run. Because if he's not running Taunt or Calm Mind, then Clefable just pretty much sets up on this 1v1. even with him having Calm Mind, Side Shock, I don't think he will be able to beat us because it has no form of recovery. If he has Taunt, he could stop us from Calm Minding, which would be a little bit annoying. But yeah, if he does have a Pursuit Trapper, then he may not even have Shadow Ball, because Shadow Ball would only be for Victini. And yeah, that's really it. I guess maybe he could have like Sub Calm Mind, or he could have like Taunt Calm Mind if he does bring Drapion, or if he does have Pursuit on Ambipom, so I'll have to scout out for that. But yeah, we just want to be able to take hits from Gardevoir as well as possible. Toxic is just to be able to wear down some of the bulky mons that Nappy has. Gardevoir, Rotom, Chestnut, Gastrodon if he wants to bring it, switching in Dragonite maybe, or switching in Thundurus as well. So that would be a pretty good thing for us. And Seismic Toss was originally Earthquake. Unfortunately though, if he does decide to bring Belly Drum Chestnut, then this is literally just set up fodder for that. Because Earthquake's not going to break the sub obviously, and neither is Iron Head. So Seismic Toss, if Nappy tries to go for a sub, he'll sub be at around 75% HP. We can then break the sub, and then I don't think he will be able to belly drum comfortably, because if he belly drums, he'll be brought down in range of another Seismic Toss. And if he has Citrus Berry, then we can just revenge kill him with Terrakion or with Victini. Not Blastoise though, because I think Chestnut does speed Blastoise unless we're Timid Max Speed, which we're not. So yeah, that's really why we have Seismic Toss. Protect is so we do have more chances to gain leftovers. If I really wanted to, I could protect every other turn. Like if I was on Showdown, that's what I would probably do, because normally protecting every other turn is really good, because that ensures that a Pokemon gains back 12% HP every time. Well, you don't protect every other turn literally, but you get what I mean. You're gonna be protecting a lot, which is probably what I'm going to be doing with this Registeel, because I do want to keep it around for that Gardevoir. And if he does have a Dragonite, I want to be able to potentially Toxic it, or waste its Lumberry, or scout out to see if it has a berry. But I don't think he's going to bring Dragonite just because of Clefable, which is why I'm more positive he's going to bring Thundurus as opposed to Dragonite. And he has to bring one or the two, because if he doesn't, with Gardevoir being his only way to, with this being his only switch in to close combat, he risks us having Iron Head and then just destroying it and then sweeping through his team. Actually, I don't know how much a regular Thundurus Therian takes from close combat. I want to say it's still going to do a good chunk of damage coming from Terrakion. Blue Flare is like a stray Oko after rocks, potentially. So, as you can see here, he can't even switch into a close combat. My lord, 48 to 50, it's just dying. So, I'm really positive he's going to have Thundurus and Gardevoir, and this is going to be Scarfed. So this will potentially be Spadef bulky, and then he could have Ambipom with Pursuit or not. I'll have to scout out for that. But yeah, that's pretty much the Registeel set. Moving down the line, Mega Blastoise. So Mega Blastoise sits in the same boat as Terrakion. This literally just destroys Nappy's team. The only problem is that he has Gastrodon. So that trade did hurt, but also benefited Nappy, because instead of getting destroyed by Blastoise, he gets destroyed by Terrakion. So, if he doesn't bring Gastrodon, then with this moveset, we pretty much have perfect coverage against Nappy's team, or against what he wants to bring. If the Gastrodon is not specially defensive, it'll be doing 41 to 49% with Aura Sphere. So after rocks, we do have a chance to a KO physically defensive Gastrodon. And if he is specially defensive, that means he can't switch in to Terrakion. So that's just a huge plus for us. And Gastrodon pretty much is already set up fodder for Clefable. Unless he's a Curse variant, I guess that could be a little bit annoying. But then there's a chance he could expect us to bring Unaware Clefable. And then that's why he may not even bring Chestnut. But hey, who knows? But yeah, as I was saying, this is pretty much perfect type coverage against Nappy's team. I kind of do wish we had Hidden Power Grass on something if he did bring Gastrodon, but I'm really not too concerned about it because once you really break it down, Gastrodon really isn't going to be doing much in this match. I guess he could burn a Toxic Damien, but Damien is just going to be getting up rocks and switching into Ambipom most of the time. And I'll try to Toxic Chestnut most likely. So that's going to be another role he's going to have to play in this match. But the speed EVs are enough to outspeed Rotom H if he does want to go specially defensive without running any speed investment. Will reach 110, so he would have to run at least 36 speed EVs, which I don't think he will do, and neither does Ellis. So we cannot speed and destroy it with a Scald, which would be absolutely amazing. So moving down the line, we have the mascot of the Durham Druddigons making his return. He also put in nothing but work in the match against Nexus. We got Damien the Druddigon here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, a round of applause. So Damien here was in the same boat as Bruno. He was originally just complete setup fodder for Belly Drum Chestnut. So what we decided to change was Rock Slide to Aerial Ace. Honestly, Rock Slide was only for Thundurus. Rotom H can just outspeed Druddigon and Will-O-Wisp it, so we can still just Dragon Tail it. So it really wouldn't have mattered if we had Rock Slide versus Rotom, because Rotom naturally outspeeds, and then he can burn us unless we miss, but I don't want to bank on that. So by having Aerial Ace, we hopefully guarantee that Belly Drum Chestnut does not set up on us, because I think Aerial Ace does about 30 to 40%. So we'll activate his potential Citrus Berry or activate his speed boosting berry, and then just go from there. But yeah, Druddigon is 100% here just for the Ambipom, because if he does bring in, like I said, Ambipom is a huge threat. So I guess he could have Ice Punch or something. I don't think he will though. This is what I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to bring, or knock off, or try to fit C-Bomb on there. Gunk Shot, I'm pretty sure he's gonna bring for the Clefable. Return for stab. He could have Fake Out knockoff, or he could have Fake Out low. He has to have low kick for Registeel, so it's pretty much what his last move is gonna be. Either Pursuit, knockoff, C-Bomb, U-turn, maybe Fake Out. If it's not these three moves and one of those last four moves, then any combination of that I should be able to deal with. So that's when I'll be a little less concerned and worried about Ambipom. So I really have to find out what kind of set it is, and I really have to get up my rocks. It does suck that we won't be able to hit Thundurus for super effective damage, but if we can just phase it out with Dragon Tail, then we can just rack up that rocks damage and then just go from there. Also, this I thought about changing Druddigon to Crocodile, but the downside of Crocodile is that it is complete setup fodder for Dragonite. And if that happened late game, even after rocks, a knockoff does not knock out Crocodile, and then he can get a +1 speed, and if Clefable's down, he can just sweep. So by having Druddigon, we have Dragon Tail, we just completely prevent him from wanting to set up with Druddigon. If I don't reveal Dragon Tail throughout the whole match, then that would be absolutely amazing for late game, because maybe he'll think that we'll want to switch, and then we click Dragon Tail as a Dragon Dentist, and we just phase him out of there, and we don't have to worry about him. So yeah, that's pretty much the set for Damien this week. So moving down the line, we have Clefable, and I love Clefable is out. A lord. This is a lord. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever play draft format, get this Pokemon. This Pokemon is absolutely amazing. It's amazing. So the speed EVs are enough to outspeed non-speed EV'd Chestnut if he does just want to run a potentially defensive variant. Although I could see him maybe running some speed, so I could maybe add a little these four, I guess. Oh well. That doesn't make a difference, so never mind about that. But yeah, that is the speed EVs. The defense, SPDEF, and HP EVs are so... Gardevoir only has a 2% chance to 2-hit KO Clefable with a Psyshock. I think that's timid. I can actually run the calc right now for you guys just to make sure. So Mega Gardevoir, Wall Breaker at level 50. Clefable, Moonshine. Yeah, so if he's timid, Psyshock only has about a 2% chance to knock us out, I think. Or it says a guaranteed 3-hit KO here. I'm guessing maybe it was for Modest. Okay, so Modest has about a 50% chance to 2-hit KO. So depending on rolls, we can find out if he's Modest or timid, and hopefully he's not Modest. I think he would run timid. I don't see why he would run Modest, just because Mega Gardevoir will be outsped by Krookodile, Victini, what else? Terrakion if we wanted to go Adamant. Which I think the only reason we have Jolly Terrakion is because of Thundurus. Well, I guess for timid Mega Gardevoir as well. I could kind of see him running Modest for more power to be able to take on Clefable, but I think timid is going to fit better, and I think that's what he's going to want to go with. So yeah, we have just Calm Mind, Softball, Moonblast, the standard 3 moves on Clefable. We all know this by now. And then the final move is actually Knockoff, which I know when I first saw it, I was like, Knockoff? Why Knockoff? But Knockoff actually, in the long run of this battle, Knockoff is going to end up playing a huge role. Also, with the defense investments, we do live an Adamant +1 Dragonite's Iron Head, because I don't think he's going to want to risk potentially missing Iron Tail. Although if he does decide to Iron Tail, there's a chance he could miss. Also, with the Spadef investment and a Calm Nature, we do not lose to Omastar after a Shell Smash. If Omastar Shell Smash, we can come in with Clefable, and we can Calm Mind after chewing a Hydro Pump, and then go from there. He also has to play around with hitting Hydro Pump more than once in a row, so we can maybe bank on that. But Knockoff is mainly to be able to get rid of items on Nappy's team. Of course, if we can get rid of a potential berry that weakens super effective move on Empoleon, that will be absolutely amazing, because that's one thing I've noticed from Nappy, is that he likes to run a Shucka Berry on Empoleon, or at least from the matches I've seen, he likes to run super effective move weakening berries. So if we're able to get rid of that, then I don't have to play around with trying to predict, is it a Chople Berry to weaken close combat from Terrakion, or is it a Shucka Berry? And then we can just go from there. Or I can pop the Shucka Berry with Druddigon if I really want to. But yeah, Knockoff is going to really come in handy for Gastrodon's leftovers, for Empoleon's leftovers, potentially if he has it, for Rotom's leftovers, for Chestnut's leftovers, or potential Rocky Helmet. Ambipom's Life Orb, that's going to be really nice to get rid of. Thundurus, if it's Scarf, that item is going to be really nice to get rid of. We can knock off Gardevoir just because we can if I really wanted to, I don't know. But yeah, you guys get what I'm trying to say. Knockoff is just, in the long run of the match, going to be a really handy move. Another option, I guess, would be to maybe put Wish over this. But I like Knockoff, I trust Ellis, and I like having Knockoff to be able to get rid of his items. Because if we do have Rocks up and we're able to keep them on, his switch-ins eventually are going to get worn down, and something is going to break through his team, and we will be able to win. And moving on down to the final Pokemon, we have the Victini, the Victini, rocking a nice little Assault Vest. I see, you guys see it on him? I see it, it looks nice. But with Assault Vest and 12 Spadef EVs, we do barely miss out on the 2-hit KO from... Well, we're not 2-hit KO'd by timid Max Special Attack Mega Gardevoir Shadow Ball, but Modest Gardevoir with Max Special Attack and Shadow Ball has a low chance to 2-hit KOs. But regardless, Victini is going to be doing a lot of work in this battle if he doesn't bring Rotom. Rotom is literally his only way to stop this, and if he decides to run a physically defensive variant, thinking that maybe we will bring physical Victini, then Special Victini can 3-hit KO Rotom after Rock, so that would definitely be a good thing for us, because I did want to try and fit Psychic on Victini, but if we got rid of Glaciate, then Dragonite could use this as sit-up fodder, because it can come in after Rocks, it'll take any hits, and then Dragon Dance and potentially sweep us. So that's mainly the reason why I kept Glaciate. Blue Flare just completely annihilates Chestnut, so I'm not worried about that. If he brings Drapion, if it's not Scarf Drapion, which honestly, if he brings Scarf Drapion and he locks himself into a dark type move, I get a free Swords Dance or something is gonna die. That's basically the best way to put it. So if he doesn't bring Scarf Drapion I think takes like 80 or 90% almost from Blue Flare if he's not AV. So he could potentially bring AV Drapion. I don't know. We'll have to see. But this is pretty much perfect coverage on Nappy's entire team, or what he potentially wants to bring. Life Orb, Thundurus is Thunderbolt. It does not 2 KOs either. But like I said, I'm pretty sure he's going to want to bring Scarf Thundurus to have a Scarfer and have Ambipom to be able to stop Terrakion. But in that case, he will have to bring Gastrodon over Empoleon or Chestnut or Rotom or Gardevoir, and then Blastoise just destroys his team. If he doesn't bring Rotom, Victini destroys his team. Terrakion, as long as I don't miss Stone Edge, destroys his team. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much the team. I only like to keep these around 30 minutes. I really don't want to go over that. So hopefully you guys got a better understanding of what my thought process is going into this match. We will definitely have to see. And wait, I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't have an outro, so I just kind of make these things up as I go along near the end. But yeah, this match will be going up on Saturday. I'm not sure what time, but check it out when it does go up, guys. I hope it'll be a really, really good match, and I'm hoping that the Durham Druddigons can pull out another upsetting win. We upset Miguel. I think some people were shocked that we beat Nexus, so we got an upset win on Nexus, and we can go for our trifecta and get another win by beating Nappy, who did again beat us last season. So that would definitely be in my mind and driving me in this battle. So thank you all for watching, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Let me know what you think I should have brought differently, or what you potentially would have brought. And yeah, later, everyone.